Assalamualaikum and hello guys, so welcome back to my channel. This will be my second sit down video. I asked my followers from Instagram kalau dia nak dengar cerita pasal Ida punya first flight experience with Medina, or they want to hear about my birth story. So ramai yang nak tahu about my birth story, so here we go. So Medina is 4 months old now. It's a little bit too late to tell you guys about the story, tapi Ida still ingat semua benda yang berlaku. It's the wedding game. So everybody knows this wedding game. Semua orang tahu bila kita dah macam hujung our pregnancy and really bad about yourself. I mean, you feel bad about your body. You literally feel like you're a whale. Nak jalan pun malas, nak keluar pun malas, nak bersiap pun malas. You just like macam dah tak larat. So it was towards the end of my pregnancy and I didn't have any symptoms ataupun any false labor. Macam ada orang kata dia ada experience false contraction ataupun ada rasa cramp. So I didn't have any of those and I was just really upset. Hey, baby ni memang tak nak keluar ke apa kan? I asked my followers again from Instagram macam ada ke cara-cara nak aktifkan labor. They did give me banyak tips macam minum air coconut, minum air nanas, berjalan, do squat, do like macam jalan beritik, and I did all of those stuff. I even did mall hopping. So I walked all over the mall, all different mall in one day. Tak dapat active labor pun, just dapat kaki yang sakit je. So I was pretty upset. Waited for my next appointment with my doctor, hoping that my doctor said I made any progression. Tapi my doctor just said, oh, there's nothing, tak apa-apa, so tunggulah, balik je tunggu. And I was pretty upset. Honestly, I did cry a few times. I feel like I just want to get this over with. Macam tak sabar gila lah. Then one day, one of my cousin is pregnant, so I followed her to her doctor for her checkup. And then she told her doctor that Ida ni dah towards the end of her pregnancy, but she didn't have any signs of labor ke apa. And then the doctor said, oh, jomlah ni doktor check kan. Ida pergi je. I thought dia nak check macam position of the baby or how is baby doing, but no, actually she shoved her finger up in me and I was screaming like hell in the clinic and everybody was laughing. It was funny but it hurts at the same time. Macam kena sula actually. Lepas tu, after that appointment with the doctor, we went home. Ida rasa sakit, but it's not sakit macam sakit dia rasa macam kita baru lepas kena jolok kan. Obviously jalan pun kengkang kan. I didn't do anything that night, and the day after aku kena kerja, so dia tidur awal and my parents were asleep. So I living with my parents were asleep, semua orang tidur, and I just couldn't sleep that night. Kita main game je lah kat handphone kan. But then pergi toilet, I went to the toilet and I saw like a tiny drop of blood dekat kat spleen dia. I thought that was normal, but dia macam satu dot je. So I didn't bother, baring atas katil balik, main handphone, and suddenly I feel a little bit of cramp. It's like a period cramp, tapi I can still bear with it. So dah macam buat bodoh je lah, main handphone, tak ada apa-apa ni. Mesti macam it was all in my head just because I see the doctor this early in the day. Takkanlah malam ni nak bersalin kan. So just buat bodoh, main handphone until it was a contraction. So I quickly texted one of my cousin again, tanya, betul ke ni contraction? Is this what it feels like? Because kita tak nak lah macam over sangat, oh tak apa pun kan. And then she told me, you are having contraction. She asked me to start timing it. It became a lot closer, 2 minutes apart. And and then she told me like, you gotta go to the hospital now. Nanti dia macam, ni dia boleh tahan lagi. And she's like, yeah boleh tahan, tapi kalau tu beranak kat rumah macam mana? Lepas tu dia cakap macam tu, dia terus wake Ashraf up. Dan Ashraf, jom pergi hospital. And then he took a shower. We were on our way to the hospital. So on our way to the hospital, we decided to go for drive through dekat McD sebab lapar. It was like 4 pagi. Ashraf lapar and I was pretty hungry that time too. Kita tak drive through, weirdly enough. Ashraf park and then he went inside beli burger. Ida kat dalam kereta. Suddenly I feel this macam balloon. Kalau bayangkan kita ada balloon kat belakang kita, dan balloon air lah kan. So kita letak, kalau kita pecahkan balloon tu macam ada air. It felt like that kat belakang Ida kan. But I didn't know if that was my water. I just rasa macam period pun ada. Macam period, kalau period kan macam a gush of period bila kita macam tengah heavy flow tu. That's how it felt like. So macam tak apa kot. So tak tahu je. Lepas tu Ashraf kata, I told him that I felt something and he was like, kau pecah ke? Like tak kot, tak apa lah. Terus pergi hospital. On the way to hospital, the contraction felt different. It wasn't just like a cramp. It was worse than a cramp. Mesti boleh tahan. He wanted to drop me at the emergency, but I told him it's okay. Kita parking je, and then just makan burger first, baru pergi emergency kan. And yelah, kita orang makan burger. Couldn't finish my burger because it was starting to hurt really bad. I told him tak apa lah, tak boleh habiskan, jomlah naik atas. When I got out of the car, suddenly macam a gush of water ran down my legs. It was so weird, macam dia tengah kencing, but the kencing you cannot tahan and you cannot stop, mengalir je. We walked to the emergency. Aisyah macam freak out juga. Aisyah macam tolong ni, air ketumah dia dah pecah. So then the orang tu pun bawa lah apa, go check. So dia tolak Ida pergi labor in the labor room, and I change into my hospital gown. But I asked the nurse, lepas tu nurse, macam mana dengan ni, air ni mengalir je. And then she told me there's nothing we can do about it, you just have to bear with it. So macam kita kencing non-stop, so baring pun kencing. It was really weird. The nurse wanted to check how many centimeter have I dilated, so they asked me to lie down, and what they did is actually put their finger in me, same as how the doctor earlier did. My cousin me doctor buat sama je, and I was screaming like hell, no. Dia tak tahu pula dia check macam tu, they shove a finger in you. So I was screaming like hell, and then she was like, the nurse was like, oh, only 2 centimeter lah Ida. This hurt so bad, and only 2 centimeter. Seriously, I tried to bear the pain. They put me on the monitor. They strapped me dengan perut Ida to measure my contraction, my heartbeat, my baby heartbeat. Machine tu is like horror TV, macam tengok cerita hantu tau, because you can see the number goes up and the number goes down. Number contraction goes up, you still macam kita cerita hantu tau, bila kita nampak hantu kita macam ni, kita nampak macam contraction punya number goes up, so like contraction starting, sakit macam tu lah. And then I decided to get an epidural. Honestly, epidural doesn't hurt comparing to your contraction, really. So it was fine. The epidural, I couldn't feel anything, any of the contraction. I can see the number goes up, but I didn't feel anything. So this was amazing. I was like, oh, dah ready lah. Macam, we can do it anytime now with this epidural. It's good. Let's go. Jom lah, push. I thought that was that easy. And then I slept through the contraction. And when I woke up, I was shivering. I was shivering so bad that the nurse would come in and out macam nak lap badan Ida, because I was actually having really high fever, but I couldn't feel any pain besides the shaking lah, my body shaking. And yeah, I waited until pukul 2 petang, and then the doctor came in and said that I'm still not dilated. I'm only 4 centimeters dilated, and my body is so hot, the temperature, it is really dangerous to wait. She told me that I could harm myself, I could harm the baby. It's better to go for a C-section. So I did go for emergency C-section because it's an emergency C-section. Ashraf could not go in with me, so dia kena tunggu luar. I was really upset about that because mestilah kita terkejut, takut tiba-tiba kena potong kan, and then I couldn't have him by my side. That was pretty bad, and he was upset by that too, but there's nothing we can do about it. So kita pergi OT. I remember I was lying down dekat dia punya operation table tu, tiba muntah. I was lying muntah all over my face, and everybody in the operating room was like, the tissue. It was so funny. During the operation, I'm half awake, so macam badan sini still awake. My waist down is kind of, I cannot feel anything. I remember I was so scared. I was holding the nurse's hand. I don't know siapa because my head was all over the place. Just pegang siapa-siapa yang di kiri kanan because my husband was not there. I would ask the nurse like every 5 seconds, dah siap belum, berapa lama lagi. The nurse knows that I was nervous. That's why I asked so many questions. So dia macam keep talking to me to distract myself. And then suddenly the doctor said, oh, okay, dah nak keluar dah ni. So when they pulled Medina out, it felt like orang tengah tunyum perut kita tau, macam dia tarik something macam tengah uli-uli perut kita, our organ. They took her to a different room because dia kena check on baby first. I was like, eager lah kita nak tengok anak kita kan, tapi because emergency section and I cannot even see my baby, dia terus bawa pergi sana. Kita pun macam lepas tu dia tanya soalan sama dekat nurse tu kan, berapa lama lagi nak siap jahit ni, berapa minit lagi ni, lapisan ke berapa, sabarlah, tak apa, cik lagi sikit lagi, ni done. The operation is done. So I thought that was the worst part of the pregnancy, delivery, semua. I thought that was the worst part. I went out, everybody was there, my cousin, my aunt. It was so nice to see them. Okay, so after the surgery, I could not eat or drink because apparently they give too much, macam anesthesia ke apa, until my organ kat perut tu, bahagian tu tak berfungsi. So if I would eat something, it would not process. So my doctor say you cannot eat, you cannot drink, you just have to drip. That's all. So for 1 week in the hospital, I only depended on the drips. I did cheat. I did eat behind her back and I regretted that because when I eat, it hurts so much. Macam perut kita kembung dan macam busung dah. It's like dia mengandung lagi sekali. Okay, it was that bad. I couldn't walk. Dia tak sakit pasal the C-section. Apa going to do its job in my body. So until almost 2 weeks baru dia boleh, I can fart, I can boleh berak, boleh kencing dengan amannya tanpa rasa macam nak nangis. Makan benda-benda lembut macam tu je lah. I thought that was over. No, that was not. My scar, and then dia jadi nanah. That was the worst part. Nana dia keluar macam pancut-pancut. It was everywhere around my macam incision. So bad that the doctor have to cut part of the incision to get all the nana out. Okay, if you biar je, it will get worse and you have infection, and then the whole thing need to be cut and jahit balik. So I don't want that. I went to clinic, so doctor paksa buka balik, keluarkan nana, and I had to do the dressing by myself every day. Actually, my husband helped me. I couldn't even look at my scar because it was so scary. Close my eyes and Asha would clean it, then tampal, bubuk iodine, semua tu, all those stuff. So we did that for almost 2 weeks, and then the scar started to heal. So Alhamdulillah for that. So that was my birth story. Orang kata kalau kita mengandung senang, proses nak beranak tu susah. I agree with that because bila mengandung, I didn't have any sickness. Adalah sedikit je sickness. It wasn't as bad as other people. Tapi nak bersalin was really traumatized by it, I think. But don't worry guys, everyone had it different. Some have it easy, like my sister-in-law had it super duper easy. Yeah, so it's different for everybody. Yeah, I'm just telling you part of my experience. Hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.